it feels so right.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Loft Line Podcast. We've got a few extra guests tonight. We've got Lee and Stacey Luscombe. I've had to apologise for last time I kept calling Stacey Lisa, didn't I? So they're going to talk about their One Loft race, the Autumn One Loft Challenge. We're going to talk about Jamie's escapades today. You raced today, didn't you, Jamie? And Tom. So send your questions in, everybody, and let's get started. So welcome.
Evening.
Hello.
All right.
You okay? So I'll tell you what, it looks really nice there where you are.
Yeah, it
does.
Sun's just going down over the hill, so it's starting to get a bit chilly now, though.
Yeah. And how's it all going? How's everything going with the loft?
Yeah, everything's really good at the minute. The birds are looking really well. There's one thing worrying me, and that's the heat, because we can't really push them too hard when it's too hot. And I want to get them up in the air, but the heat's not letting us do it at the minute. But we got nothing but time, so I'm not worried too much.
No, you've got about 8 weeks, haven't you, Lee?
Yeah, so we don't start racing till first weekend in October. That's when we usually race. But this year, with the heat that's hanging around so long, if they're not ready to fly yet, then they're not ready to train. So that may change depending on what the weather does in the next few weeks.
So how many have you got? How many have you got all in told now?
We started with
1,122.
Yeah, and on the clock today, it picked up another 3 today. So there's 1,012 on the clock.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very good.
How long since you shut the loft, Lee?
End of June.
Yeah, the end of June it was shut. So just a month and a half, is it nearly? Yeah. Month and a half.
So few comments here. Hi, lads. Me and Albie are watching tonight. He's managed to stay awake. Alan Williams, evening, lads and lady. James K. My missus loves it, but would never admit it. Ian Platt, evening all, and Tom Hewitt, evening all. So we'll just go through a bit of the racing. How have you got? You've raced today, haven't you, Jay?
Yeah, I've raced today. Yeah.
How have you gone on?
They did better than last week, so I think we're about 3 minutes off pace today. But I don't hammer my young guns to win, so I don't expect to win. So as long as they keep coming, I'm happy.
And how did you do yesterday, Tom?
Yeah, we did all right. Yeah, we won top first few in club. We topped the Fed.
Oh, Tom's no sound.
Yeah.
You've no sound,
Really
Tom.
happy with it.
Yeah, we can hear him, Jamie.
We can hear him.
I can hear him.
It's you, mate.
Oh, I can't hear it.
We've turned you off, Pasicki, already. Yeah, no, they come really well. Like, yeah, we had a bad race the week before. I think it was that day that everybody did. And I think we ended up dropping about 13 in the end. But kept my eye on them for a day or so because it was rough, like. So I thought, anything's going to break out, any sickness or out, it would have been then. But luckily we got through it. Got a bit of training in during the week, and yeah, they won the club top first few in the club, top of the Fed. And
what's your thoughts on training or losses, Tom?
My training losses or my racing?
Well, both. Yeah, losses in general.
We train every day, Lee, ranging from 20 mile to 40 mile in the morning.
Yeah.
And we've lost very, very little training. Very little at all, really. We've had a few, like, you tend to have a few hit the wires and that sort of stuff. But we have been letting them go in, like, we started with 80. We only let them go in 10s every 3 or 4 minutes. You know, we do break them down to small numbers.
Yeah.
And then we had a bad race last week, and I think I sent 80. I think there was 19 missing on the night. And I think I got that down to about 13 during the week, odd ones coming back.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I don't know how you found it in your one loft race, but the ones that come back later, they're a bit of a hindrance, aren't they? So I have to put them in a section out of the way,
Depending on how much body they've lost and how much condition they've lost, yes. they can be, because obviously if you're letting them out or training them with the rest of the birds, then they are going to drag them back, so to speak. It's almost, I know I did it last year with a few birds that come home late from training. They did go, we never pulled them back on distance from training, but some of those later birds that weren't up to pace were let go after the main batch had gone.
Right, I get you. Yeah.
So yeah, it can be a bit awkward, but at the end of the day, they are here to race, and that's what they've got to do. And we've got to look after the birds as best we can.
Well, we the one that came for us, I think it's top of the fed by it's 20 odd yards a minute in front of the rest of the fed. There's actually two nestmates in your loft.
All right.
Got two full brothers and sisters. So I'm not going to say the names. I'm not going to jinx them, but hopefully they'll be as good.
Well, you got to send the best.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
I only lost 2 pigeons training, but that first race I lost 6, didn't I?
Yeah, it was a bad race.
Yeah, but you got them all this weekend, didn't you?
Yeah. So I sent 20 yesterday and got 20 back. And my first pigeon was out. My first pigeon was out in front. But we've got new neighbours next door, and they're lovely people. But they've put a big trampoline up in the garden.
Yeah.
And when she's come back, the first pigeon, I didn't know the trampoline was up, because I was waiting for the pigeons when they've put the trampoline up. So, and it was Sharon who said to me, "There's a big trampoline up next door," because she's come back and not landed and gone and landed on the dormer on our roof.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she was there at 31. I was shouting on my camera. You can hear me shouting her at 31, and she didn't go until 33.
The birds will soon get used to it. You'll be surprised how quick they do get used to it.
Yeah. But in pigeon racing, I honestly believe, I don't think there's anything worse than when your pigeon comes and it won't go in.
My worst one was 2.5 hours from a national.
You're joking.
Oh,
well, 2.5. I didn't even expect the birds. I was doing all the waters and stuff, so I wasn't even ready. And 2 pigeons come over the roof, and they landed on the house roof. One was a stray, and one was mine, young bird, from the Young Bird National. 2.5 hours later, I had 4 other fanciers there to see it happen as well. I got her in, timed her, and I was still second section by 20 minutes. I was gutted.
I mean, do you think there's anything worse in pigeon racing than that?
No.
Because I do.
No.
You know what I mean? It just breaks your heart, doesn't it?
The best thing about it was, as a yearling, I took that pigeon training 4 miles first toss and lost it from 4 miles.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it? It's mad.
No, you can't explain it.
No.
We had very similarly last year. We was the only one to top it, get one in the section at Bordeaux, 620 miles, and it was 4th open. It was the only one in the section, the combine, the lot. And I lost her flying around the loft the second time I let her out this year. She was 2-year-old then, gone.
Yeah, so
unreal.
This year racing national, my three best 3-year-old pigeons, all hens. I lost them the first NFC race from 160 miles. Now those pigeons were in the clock for me from Saints and everything the year before. So I just can't explain it this year. It's been terrible. Absolutely awful.
Can you put it down to the birds of prey, that?
No, not all of it.
No, I agree.
Not as many as everybody's lost. And it's not just one person or a federation, it's everybody in the whole country. I was talking to my Uncle Terry today, and I said there's people in this country that have been racing the same family of pigeons for 30, 40 years, but this year, those pigeons are gone. They just haven't done it.
Yeah.
And that's everybody doing the same thing.
Yeah, I was talking to Stevie Malett before, and he's had a nightmare today down in Manchester. Yeah, they've had a nightmare. Yeah.
Lee, you put a thing out for, is it a gold ring, a bronze, and a silver? Is that right?
Yeah, the Olympics.
Yeah.
So we were saying that we can only enter 1 pigeon per brand. Is that right?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you've got 6 pigeons, you could put 2 in the gold, 2 in the bronze, 2 in the silver. But you can't put the same pigeon in each one.
We've done it so it's open to everybody. It gives everybody a chance to enter in and get involved in it. We wanted to make it that it was affordable for everybody.
Yeah, and also on the final, it's not one pigeon taking everything. You know, it gives other pigeons a chance, and more people a chance to take something home on the day.
Yeah, and when does that money need to be in for, Lee?
Before basketing for the first race.
All right, okay.
So the bird, you can select the birds anytime up to basketing for the first race.
But also, if the bird's not there after basketing or anything like that, then we'll just refund. No problem.
That's good.
So Tom Hewitt says, evening all.
Evening.
Hello.
Michael Priestley, hi lads. Just like to thank Jamie for picking a pigeon up for Mick Holt today. Top man. Mick said, thanks, Jamie.
Yeah, no worries.
Andy Gibbs, evening all. Ian Platt, classmate, Jamie, thank you. Byron Morris, Tom's head looks well shiny tonight.
Oh, yeah, I've been polishing it.
John Sheehan. So, should a one loft race have priority over a fed race?
No.
The racing pigeon, Chris. Good evening, lads and lady. Hope you're all well. Michael Priestley. Mick Holt, the 93-year-old, said thanks for that, Jamie, today. Picking that pigeon up what was lost.
I've put it in stock loft, so I'm going to get 2 eggs off it before it goes back.
He's always doing shit like that, Tom.
Yeah.
Darren Lynch, evening, lads. And last, here's a question for you. Would you have a team of late breds due to the losses, and what would you do with them in the year of birth? Go on, Jay.
Well, I'm going to... Last year, I bred some summer breds to sell off my race team, and I put a few at my stock loft in with them at the same time, and one of them got in with my race hens. Anyway, when I sold all them, they'd gone. This hen, I only found it when I come to check the ETS things about a week before the first race this year. And I thought, she's fallen out with them. I thought, sod it, I'll just put an ETS ring and I'll send it. It's never seen a basket in its life. And it went to first race and it's done the full programme.
I think it's all about the pigeon.
Yeah.
If the pigeons are good enough, they'll do it.
Yeah, I agree.
She's never won anything. She's come middling every week. And I just think next year, she's had all that experience like a young bird. It's a Gabby, and I think next year she'll do the full system and straight into first channel race.
Yeah.
I
think I don't think I've ever took any late breds or bred any later ones. I've bred what I call later young ones. I've chucked a few in. I've had a chance to go in the dark and then just flown them until they start falling to bits and then stopped them. I've done it that way, but. This year I've left all my races together, so I'm going to. They're about to watch now. I think I'm going to let some of them go and let some people try them. And I don't need them. Touch wood, I don't need them because I've doing all right with young ones. So we'll see.
Well, for me, I've tried your late breds before. I didn't put as much work into them as I probably should have, but most of our pigeons down here, because our local club. Which is the reason why we started the Autumn Ace Pigeon Challenge. Our local club, they race in October, young birds anyway. And they have had amazing success with returns. And a lot of those pigeons have gone on to do some really good things, racing in October and November. So, that's why we started the one loft race then. Next year, I probably won't start breeding until beginning of March. Now, the first round's probably going to be pretty early, but anything after that is going to be technically a late bred anyway. So my old bird team next year is probably going to be mostly late breds anyway.
That'll be interesting.
So we've got a question here, and it's Robert Jones. Evening, boys. Sorry I'm late. Can you explain the concept of a one loft, please? Now, this kid's not been in pigeons for long. He's just really started off. Do you know what I mean? So,
I think Lee's the best man to ask for that.
Lee's the man for that job.
I'm a novice at one loft racing, not me.
What's the concept then, Lee? What would you say the concept is?
My idea of a one loft race is, in the pigeon sport, there's lots of variables. It's never fair on everyone in any single race. You got different distances, you got different winds, different weather conditions. You might have rain en route or whatever. So a one loft race means everybody sends their pigeons to one loft. They get fed the same, they get trained the same, they're flown the same, and on race day, they're all dealing with the same wind conditions, weather conditions, and distance as well. So it's fair for all the pigeons in that race. And that is basically a one loft race, in my opinion.
Yep.
That's a good way of putting it as well, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? That's exactly how it is, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's blown massively, isn't it? I mean, our first year we had 200 pigeons. Then last year we were only going to have 4 and we did 800. This year we were only supposed to do 600 and we were just shy of 1,200 birds. I think we've got something like 181 different fanciers entered this year.
Would you say, obviously you just said the different numbers of pigeons you've looked after. Is it as easy to look after your 1,200? Or what I'm saying is that would you say that's your limit or not? You know.
Okay. Will you get past as a tissue?
With the team we've got, it makes it's doable, isn't it?
The feeding situation was a big learning curve. Going from feeding 100 pigeons to say 600 pigeons was a bit of a challenge, but the concept's always been the same. So I'll always feed on the floor, I'll always watch the pigeons eat, and the pigeons tell me when they've had enough or they've had what they need. And even now with 1,000 pigeons, I do exactly the same thing. Or feed on the floor all together. One, it creates competition, so they're all fighting each other for the corn, which is another reason why I believe my trapping's pretty good. And the simple way of that I do it is I keep feeding them until I see when there's 1,000 birds, when say I don't know 40 or 50 start going to the drinker, that's it. I stop putting corn down then. Because then every
right, so you've no fixed amount. You're not weighing it, Lee. You're doing it by hand and eye.
Never weighed it. Never.
Right.
Even with me old bird, stock bird, never weigh it.
Yep, fair enough.
So, John Sheehan said that their fed cooked their pigeons for hours yesterday. He said the poor birds. He said they had no chance.
Larry.
Yeah.
Larry, yeah.
That's what Stevie Maylett was saying about the same down in Manchester yesterday, that they caught them up too late, and they've had loads of pigeons in Rugeley and Staffordshire and all that. And the bloke who's reported his pigeons today said it was absolutely blistering hot here when you let them pigeons go.
Well, we got 2 strays in. We got 2 strays in from 2 different places. What I tend to do with strays is when I get them in, I could tell they were just dehydrated. I let them go in with mine. They went through the bobs, and I thought, right, I'll feed it because as mine are coming in, I'm feeding them. I let them have a drink, and after I gave them an hour of having a drink and water, I chucked them out, and I knew where they were from the rings, and they both shot in the right direction. I rang a fella up, and he said to me it was home in 15 minutes. You just I think the biggest thing is dehydration. I don't know what you think, Lee, but
yeah, it is. So about 2 months ago, I was training my own birds because I wanted to race them in the normal time, so I could just concentrate on the OLR birds in October.
Right.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen because the birds of prey were absolutely murdering them. Every training toss, you were 3-4 away. And if you go in every day, that starts to add up. But one night, so what I was doing, because it was so hot, we were basketing up, say, 9-10 o'clock in the evening, leaving the birds in the basket overnight in the back of the van, and then driving up and liberating them, say 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, one particular night, it was really hot, and I couldn't leave the van open because there is the odd cat that hangs around here sometimes. So we closed the van up, went to bed for the night, woke up in the morning, took him training. When me mate Sean, who does a lot of me training, he opened the van, he said it's so hot in there. There was like 100 birds in the back of the van, and it got so hot. Now, I always put drinkers on the baskets whilst they're waiting to get liberated. And he said the birds were drinking non-stop. I had a really bad training toss that day. I had birds coming home full crops of water. So if that's happening from a short little training toss, and you're keeping your birds on a lorry while it's really hot, they're doing exactly the same thing. And you're asking them to fly, say, 150 mile then with a full crop of water, all that extra weight, and it just finishes them, in my opinion.
And are you saying from your experience what you've learned there? If it comes to the point with these one loft pigeons and it's too hot, you're just not. They're not going. That's it. You won't do it.
No.
Yeah. Good idea. Yeah.
But the beauty, because we're racing in October, we won't start training until September. So the temperatures hopefully should start dropping by then.
Yeah. So Perry Liddle says, what are the challenges of keeping 1,000 birds healthy?
Not easy.
Harry knows that all too well.
Yeah, it's not easy at all. Observation's a massive thing. Trying to see something before it actually happens. There's little telltale signs of, as most people with pigeons will know, that tell you that something's about to happen within the loft, and you try and get on top of it before it gets too bad. So every single pigeon here was looking absolutely brilliant yesterday.
Yeah.
I went in the loft this morning, there was 2 pigeons that I didn't like the look of. Pulled them out straight away into the rest bay. I think it's a touch of canker come back, which might have something to do with the stress of the heat. And we're trying to get them up flying. So they're in rest bay. But yeah, keeping on top of things and trying to see it before it gets too bad. That's what I try to do anyway.
The hardest time as well, isn't it, is when the loft is open. You've got so many different birds coming from so many different lofts. The minute the loft's shut, like the loft's closed, and we don't have any more birds in, it more
starts to level out. Yeah.
And do you give them something to level them out?
Have you
As they come in,
had a
how do
healthy
they get treated?
set of birds come this year?
Sorry, missed all that.
Have you genuinely had a set of healthy birds come this year into loft?
Yeah, standard's been really good. We have had some losses, and the Fanciers, we've let them know. Tom, you asked a similar question. So yes, I do give them treatment as soon as they come in. Broad spectrum antibiotic.
One spot.
They all get 1 spot for lice, and they all get the RP vaccine as well when they turn.
I still can't hear Tom, so I've no idea what he's asking you.
Right. He said, do I treat them for anything when they come in?
All right.
No, when I give them that broad spectrum antibiotic, they also have canker in the water as well. Because canker, I think, with the stress is a big thing. Massive thing. So yeah, that's the 2 things I do straight away as soon as the birds turn up. And up to now, touch wood, it's done me well. And then once we close the loft, they then probably get like a week off or so, no meds at all. And then I'll do the respiratory treatment, because respiratory in pigeons, I think, is massive. I do think that contributes to losses, because there's pigeons that have respiratory and you can't see it in them until they're put under stress. And when they're training, you don't see them get put under the stress. And then I start wormer. I did wormer yesterday. Now, I was quite lucky yesterday. I expected there to be quite a few worms because it's the first time I'd done it. Birds from all over the place. They've been around here picking on the floor and everything while they're getting used to their environment. I went in the loft and there were worms, but not very many. So I was quite happy with that.
Yeah.
So Chris at the Racing Pigeon said, I think these cheap live trackers are a huge part of the huge losses this year. Seeing experienced old birds flying all over the country before home.
Well, 2 lads have put trackers on today in the race in half head, and they were halfway home, and I believe that one of the pigeons just diverted in a flash, like they've been struck with a peregrine, a batch, and it totally went the opposite way, and then it stopped, and it grounded itself or perched up somewhere or were killed But it just shows that they are under attack on the way home, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've used a tracker once on my own young birds with the intention of using them on the OLR birds this year. Sean took them 20 miles and he let the first batch go with the tracker on, and he seen the peregrine go into them, and they scattered. So then that was me straight on the tracker, seeing where they had gone, and after they got hit, they just straight lined it straight home. They went to Launceston and then back to me. So that it didn't really affect that pigeon too much. It was more the peregrine than anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not decided on the trackers yet. I think they're still.
We struggle a lot down here as well, because we don't get a lot of signal for them down
Yeah.
here either.
So they work on Wi-Fi signal, and you know what Cornwall's like. They can put a man on the moon, but they can't get signal in Cornwall.
But yeah, so Stevie Malik sent us a comment here. He said, "Hello, Bobby and the boys. Hope you have a good weekend." And he had a great race with his daughter, but after the first batch came, it turned into a disaster. He's still 15 missing. But that was the same as us, wasn't it? You seem to get them first ones. And I don't. Is it because them first ones are out in the front and it's the back markers that are clashing with other things?
Well, could be. Yeah.
You just
I think
it's
the heat. I think that when that happens, it's the heat.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So the first birds they come straight home, and they're less time on the wing. Any pigeon that makes a mistake with the heat at the minute, they're finished, and you won't see them till late evening or next day.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we've not been too bad down here though, Lee. It's only been like 15, 16 degrees today.
Oh, what was it? 28, 29 here today?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the other week it was really hot, wasn't it? But then, you know, they keep saying about this heat wave and this, that, and another, but we've not really had it here, have we?
No.
You don't get a time like this in the cloud.
No, you don't. I mean, it's been cloudy all day here today, hasn't it? Because the air show's been on.
It's been melting hot.
Yeah, it's been really hot. It was that hot. The landing board got so hot it was burning Stacey's feet today.
It burnt my trainers.
Did it?
Yeah.
So Ian Platt said these trackers are showing us a lot of bird of prey hits and the nest sites previously in unknown locations. There's just no getting away from it now. The birds of prey, there's a lot of them and that's it. And then it's going to get bigger every year, I suppose, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
I think people need to wake up and you know, change. Yeah, sometimes it ain't good, but change is also good for the right reasons.
Yeah.
We all say, you know, there's a lot of older fanciers that say, "Oh no, we'll never change and we'll always race when we're meant to race" and stuff like that. Yeah. But if you do what you always did, you'll get what you always got.
Yeah,
right.
At the moment,
we've been saying that all the time, Lee. That things have got to change. It can't go on. Do you know what I mean?
Not all the pigeons that are getting lost are rubbish pigeons.
No.
You know, these are pigeons that have been raced for years by certain fanciers, and all of a sudden they're not coming home.
Yeah.
So it's not the pigeons.
No.
At the moment, I think it is something to do with the heat, but mostly birds of prey.
Yeah.
Which, when you put both together, is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, in September, October, we still will get birds of prey hit us, but it's not going to be so hot where the birds, you know, if they make a mistake, it's going to be cool enough for them to get a drink and work it out and come on.
Yeah.
So over the couple of years you've done it, Lee, and obviously you've gone into the autumn, which I think is a great idea and a good thing. And obviously you and your feds and all got proof that it works by the sounds of it. It's there on paper, sort of thing. Can you tell a big difference in the bird of prey? Let's say from when you was training your young ones you was on about before getting smashed to when you start training these. Is it a massive difference?
Yeah.
Right.
So this time of year down here, if you go training, you'll get it every day.
Right.
In September, every day.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Wow.
In September, maybe once or twice a week.
Right. Big
and
difference.
The longer you go on, the less the attacks get.
I mean, I think the other day.
By the time you get to your racing, you're getting the best of it, are you? By the time we start racing with you yourselves.
Yeah. So we found in the club, the later you can leave it. So last year, our club started a week after we started. And our first race was a bit dodgy. I think the birds made a bit of a mistake. It wasn't so much peregrines on that race. But yeah, it just gets better. The longer it goes on, the less attacks you have. I mean, our final last year, we sent 249 to the final. And I think we dropped, 18?
Something like that, yeah.
From 200 miles.
Yeah, good point.
So, yeah, I certainly can't complain at that. And the birds, they just kept coming and coming and coming all day. Well, all afternoon, from 2 o'clock onwards, until it got dark. And, yeah, it was brilliant.
Sure. Yeah.
So Stevie Mailett's just said, sorry, Bobby, just seeing if you're still entering my people race. Let me know, pal, as there is still a couple of spaces left. If anyone on your podcast would like to go in the race, it'll take place at my loft. So my pal Stevie Mailett, I don't know if you know him, he does, it's 500 quid to enter, and you pick a pigeon in his race. You know, like you get an a lot, you know, you pick a pigeon in his race, and it's just one race. I can't remember what the winner gets. He told me before, and I think it's 20 grand. I'm not sure.
Right.
Yeah, I might not be 20 grand. I might have it wrong, but I was expecting him to send me a message. But you all go to his house on the race day.
Yeah.
He gets everybody out in the front of his house. They all get on the beer, all the lads and all that, and they all put the 500 quid in, and the winner gets cash that day.
Brilliant.
I'd love to come away with that.
You know, when the birds come back, so it's 500 quid to enter. As many of you, as many as you want can go in your syndicate. You know what I mean? But it's just on the day. You just go, you pay your money, you draw your pigeon out of the hat, and if it wins that day, you get the lump of the dough. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound good.
Oh, listen, they have a right laugh. You know what I mean? They do have good fun. He lives in Ancoats as well, and he's only got a small back garden loft. You wouldn't believe it. It's only got a small back garden, and everybody's in the front watching the pigeons come over. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
But yeah, if you want to get in at anybody, just get in touch with Stevie Mailett.
If we're talking about your final in that league, can you give us some information on? Obviously, we live miles away, and some of us probably will, if we've got some in the final, I wouldn't mind coming, but it's a bloody long way from Blackpool. What's the route? What's the best route? Is there hotels there? What's the crack like?
Yeah, so we've got, what's the country club called over there?
St Melian.
St Melian Golf Course, it would be. That's about 5 minutes drive from here.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes.
Big place.
Premier Inn. There's loads of little local places. If people wanted to come down, we can arrange and sort accommodation, like links to people for them to sort that.
Yeah.
I think Newquay fly from.
Yeah, you can fly into Newquay as well, which is probably 45 minutes to an hour drive to us.
Oh, right, okay.
You got Newquay if you didn't want the drive. You could just fly.
No, we won't want to drive. It's a long way, that. It's a long way for us.
Why, how long is it to drive?
What would it be from Blackpool?
6 hours.
How long did
About what?
We went Blackpool.
To us.
We went Blackpool a few years ago, and it's 7 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is a fair drive.
So if we're going to go, Tom, how will we get there?
We'll have to. I would say we'll fly and then rent. I'd imagine the airport. You'd probably be able to rent a car from there. I would think.
I'd have thought.
Yeah, or if there's enough people doing it, I'm sure we can sort something out with transport or something.
Yeah. We'll
have
to think about definitely. I wouldn't mind a bit of that. I've only ever been to one. Like, it's exciting. I like the finals. Like, it'd be good.
Yeah, well, we were lucky last year. Really lucky.
The weather was amazing.
Yeah,
as well.
we picked a good day. We had the odd shower, but the birds were about 20 minutes later than I expected, and that 20 minutes was the worst 20 minutes of my life.
Oh, I bet it was. Yeah.
But I've got quite good eyesight, and I was looking in the direction they should have been coming, and I seen what I thought were starlings. And then they got a little bit closer, and then I knew it was the pigeons, and we had 11 drop together, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they swept around the corner of the loft here and landed every single one of them on the landing board and in.
Straight in.
Brilliant.
It was like a talking match, wasn't it?
Yeah. From 200 miles to get 11 drop together like that, I was over the moon. Like.
And the guy that won the Ace Pigeon was here with us as well, which was really nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it makes it more special if the person sees his name come up and he's there and he's won it. I think, I'd love to have if it happened to me, like, but
I think we owe him a bit of an apology, really, because we were so caught up in it.
Yeah,
we never had any photos or anything done with him and stuff like that. So yeah, Duncan Kittle, yeah, a bit of an apology there from us. We'll try and do better for the winner this year,
Yeah.
So there's a fella there called Mick Goldstraw, and he said, can Lee and Stacey put their videos on half an hour earlier because I can't get my dinner till it's finished and he's starving. So you know what, Lee? Pigeon men don't want much, do they, mate? You know what I mean?
And routine is key, and the birds come first. So unfortunately, I won't be able to move that.
Yeah, get a sandwich, mate. Have a sandwich ready.
Yeah.
You do put a lot of effort in. I watch you often comment on your videos and watch them, but you do put a lot of time in, don't you, Stacey, as well? You put a hell of a lot of time in. I've noticed. You must be. Are you there all day, or are you there either end of the day, or?
I am all day, every day.
More so Lee's down here more than me. I just do the paperwork and the social media side of things and paperwork bits, don't I?
Yeah, there's little things like today. So I've been giving the birds 60 litres of water a day, just the OLR bird. And today, yeah, that's a day. So today it was really, really hot, and I thought I was having a cup of tea, and I just thought, I'm going to go in the loft and I'm going to see what's left in the drinkers because it was so hot. I went in there and they had nearly emptied the back drinkers out. So I topped all the back drinkers up just to make sure they got water. And if I weren't here all day, then I probably wouldn't have been able to do that. So, yeah.
We don't have much of a social life. We just live here continuously.
Oh, we were at the beach last night.
That's the first time we've been out with the family because we're just so busy.
What more do you want?
Fishing trips at the beach with the kids.
Yeah. So Chris from Red Card Pigeons, he said, hi all, really looking forward to seeing how our birds go on again this year in one of the best one loft races in the UK.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ian Platt, Lee and Tracy, the figures show you're doing the right job.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we do try.
He's called you Tracy and your name's Stacey.
It's fine. I'm used to it. My father.
So it's not just me, is it?
Anyway.
Yeah, we treat.
And Chris again from the racing pitch. Hey,
I was going to say I treat the OLR birds exactly the same as I treat my own birds. It doesn't matter whose birds they are; they will all get treated the same. And and I just try to keep everything to a high standard. If I'm honest, doing the right things at the right time.
And transparency as well, isn't it? We've made sure that what we see, you guys see. When the birds are out, we should try and show everything. Obviously, when the birds of prey hit, we have to cut the lives off because, as you can imagine, there's a fair bit of foul language going on.
Yeah.
And we just can't. Yeah, we'll just get told off. So
there is one thing I would like to address, so to speak, is I've seen a lot of comments on Facebook lately about one loft races and the losses around home. The way I look at it is, Tom, if you had 10 young ones off Jamie or Bobby and you lost one around the loft, that's acceptable, isn't it? You'd be all right with that. It happens. Yeah. So if I have 1,000 birds here and I lost 100 around the loft, that is exactly the same as losing 1 out of 10.
Yeah. Law of averages. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that don't look at it that way.
No.
It's like, they've lost 100 or he's lost 100. You know what I mean? And I think that is one of the things that people, when they look at one loft races, have got to understand. Yeah, it does happen
as well, isn't it? It's so hard, and the pressure that you have on top of it, like yourselves, to give everybody the same experience. Like, we want everybody to enjoy it, but you do get the odd few that we've seen. Like Lee said, we've seen a few comments, and it's hard because you almost can't defend yourself on the comments.
No, but and that's not just us. No, that's all one loft races in general. I'm sticking up for all of them.
But remember, that's the downside to social media, isn't it?
It is.
100%.
You know, like
But that's also another reason why we try to do everything as live as we can, so everybody sees what we see and what goes on. I mean, the worst time for me is when we first start letting the birds out, and I don't want them actually flying, but there's a batch of, say, 15, 20 that go up, and they go up really, really high, and then all of a sudden they disappear.
Yeah.
That's when you get your flyaways. Once the whole lot are up, it tends to stop.
Yeah.
Did you want to have a walk through the loft and have a look at the birds?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be great if you could.
Yeah, no problem.
Byron Morris has just said, how many bags of corn do you go through a week, Stacey?
A lot.
I would say we're about a bag and a half a day at the minute. Maybe a bit more.
Thankfully, we are sponsored by Bamford's this year, so that is a huge help.
Oh yeah, that helps. Doesn't it?
It's another great thing. Alan Bamford, he obviously we all mark at Bamford's, and it's only 10, 15 minutes away from us. He's a great ambassador for the sport, is Alan.
Yeah, Alan is.
Definitely.
I've got the lights on just so you could have a walk through. Usually the lights are turned off.
Yeah.
Like I say, there's nothing to hide. All the birds treated exactly the same. They're all looking really good. I'm really happy with them at the minute.
Big molts.
Yeah, they're all molting really well.
Yeah, they look content and happy then.
Yeah, they look well, don't they?
And just a quick one while you're walking, Lee. You've got. Do you notice have you got that many sections? I can see, and they're all in different sections.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a daft question, but do a lot of the pigeons seem to stick to the same sections or not? I know you might not notice, but certain ones.
I was just about to say, actually, they seem to like these back sections more than the front. I don't know why, but they just do. They're all just laid out in the sections like that. Yeah, they seem to, this back loft, the new bit that I've just added, they seem to like the lofts a lot better. And there's a lot more pigeons that hang out the back than they do at the front. Now, that's not good news for me because that means I've got a lot more scraping to do. But I enjoy scraping anyway, so I'm not too fussed.
Yeah, they look well then. Yeah, they do.
Calm, aren't they, Tom?
Yeah, they love it. Yeah, they are calm, very calm.
Very
Well,
calm.
I do spend a lot of time in here with these. They usually
Tell.
I'll tell you one thing I have found with pigeons. We call them fiddling sticks, which is a piece of dowel with a bit of plastic bag attached to the end. I'll show you them in a minute. The pigeons are a lot calmer because I use the sticks to move them around the lofts.
All right.
And instead of me using my hands, I use the sticks, and they just find it. They seem to stay a lot calmer, and they know what the sticks are.
When you're not with the stick, then obviously you're not there to move them or bother them. Like
That's right, and they know what the sticks are. They're not scared of them at all, And yeah, they seem to like this section.
Yeah,
there's a lot of them in here. But all the droppings are looking really good.
I can't believe how calm and how calm they look, considering how many there is.
Yeah. We've got lots of feathers, so they're molting really well. Simon Woolley, do you know Simon? Have you heard of Simon?
I've heard of him, yeah.
He does a product called Vita Naturals, and from there's no ingredients on it, but from what I gather, it's a mixture of different natural ingredients like apple cider vinegar, garlic, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I have noticed since I've been using that, the birds have been molting a lot more. There's been a lot more feathers about. So whether that's got something to do with it or not, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, every section's the same. They've all cleared out of here now. But they're all mobile. They're all healthy. They're all fit. They're all moving. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing in corners hunched up, and that's what I'm looking for every time I come in here.
Yeah, they look well.
Okay, extremely
Like you
well
say, anything you see, Lee, anything that you have any doubts about, it comes straight out, does it?
Yep, straight out and into a separate section away from the loft, and they get treated with whatever I think they might need, or if they are puzzling me slightly, then I've got a vet over in Ireland called Donald Barry. He's got a company called Pigeon Testing Laboratories.
That's who I usually.
Yeah,
Donald. Yeah.
he is brilliant. He knows
Yeah, he's good,
exactly
isn't he?
what he's doing. And he's literally on the end of the phone for me. So if I have a problem and I'm not too sure about it, I just phone him straight away.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, they look really well. Then.
So how many hours a day are you scraping, Lee?
Well, luckily for me, I'm quite a quick scraper, I think. Those back sections are 10x10 sections, and I've timed myself at 6 minutes per section.
Oh, he's getting there.
Yeah. So, but then again, I do take my time when it comes to the waters and stuff. I make sure. So all these drinkers, they get wiped out every day with a cloth, and then once a week they get washed completely with like soapy water.
Yeah.
And then fresh water every day, and obviously depending if I'm putting medication or something in there, they'll get that fresh every day. I do use, especially in the hot weather, a lot of electrolytes. A product called Quill. What's it called? Quill Light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We use that. Is it green, Lee? Is it like green colour?
Yeah, yellowy colour in the water.
Yeah, that's right.
I think,
we use that.
a lot of people are using that quill stuff now. It's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I've also found, so I haven't used amoxicillin this year, but pigeons don't like amoxicillin, the taste of it. And to get it into a pigeon, if you've got a problem, it's really difficult. But I did find if you mix the Quill Light Plus with it, they seem to drink the water a lot more readily.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, yeah, any problems like that with, if you're worried about pigeons drinking medication because of the taste and stuff like that, try adding that Quill Light Boost or Quill Light, and I do find that they seem to drink it a lot better.
That's good to know.
Them birds look superb, don't they, lads? Absolutely.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
They're Stacey's favourite, the dark light.
Oh, don't pick a favourite.
Don't pick favourites.
She's gone bald around the nose now. She's molting that much. But by the time training,
Yeah, they look well then.
by the time training and racing starts, she should be ready to go.
Yeah, they look really good.
Now,
then.
if you just take that a minute, Stacey, because it's time for him to come out the aviary. Stay there.
He's gone to go get his little fiddling sticks, whatever he wants to call them.
Oh, Ken Dodd. It's Ken Dodd.
Yep.
Dying with a cold, me. Devastated.
Oh, bless her. It's not fun, though, is it?
No.
This is literally all it is.
That's to be fiddling
There
stick.
it is.
Bit of plastic bag on the end, taped up, and that's all I use. But it's what we're doing. So I push these birds in out the aviary every night because, like I said, we do have one or two cats that hang about sometimes. And a couple of years ago, I had one that got caught by the cat or the fox. Not sure what it was, but it definitely got caught. And I don't want that to happen to these, so these get pushed in every night.
Yeah, look at the difference in them, Bob, when they see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know what the sticks are. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know, don't they?
I can't believe how light it is down there compared to here. We're nearly dark.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true. It's dark here.
It's still quite warm as well, actually. It's not too bad.
Yeah, they know exactly what they're doing, don't they, Bob?
Yeah. Of course they do, yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, Jamie, how calm they was in loft. I've never seen a one loft that calm like that before.
Yeah, it's routine, isn't
How
it? And like
calm
I
the
say, use
pigeons
them
are.
sticks, and they know they're being used, don't they? When them sticks come out, they've got to move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I do the same thing every day, so they know exactly what's going on.
It's amazing, that, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, they do a good job.
This is what we want to, like, why we do our lives every day and we show everything we do.
Yeah.
Out of transparency to show everybody what we're doing.
Not only that, if I, so all those birds have just gone in that door.
Yeah.
If I was 2 feet away from them, they'd panic and go everywhere.
Yeah.
Whereas with the sticks, I can stand 6, 8
Yeah,
feet
you're
away
quite
from
far away from them.
them, push them up slowly.
It
Yeah.
just helps. I mean, if what we do helps somebody else, then it's that's what we want to do.
So
It's all
what they'll
good.
do now is they'll have 10, 15 minutes in there to settle and spread out through the loft, and we'll turn the lights off.
If you was doing
Right,
that without them sticks, it'd be going through your feet, round your leg, wouldn't they? They'd be everywhere, wouldn't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
they do.
So Stevie Malek said that race of his is the 29th of August, and there is £20,000 prize money.
Hey up, Stacey's falling over.
Are you all right, Stace?
Yeah,
Or
the tripod's fallen over.
So there's £20,000 prize money to be dished out, and it's not
That's
yet
good money.
decided on the other prizes. But the first prize at Stevie Malek's race is guaranteed on the day, 10 grand cash.
Nice.
So how many birds is available in that then?
Well, there are these pigeons that go to his race.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what would
It'll
it
have to be
be?
the final race. It's the final
Yeah.
race, isn't it? So we won't know until then, I suppose, will it? He won't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
because he could have a disaster and lose plenty.
But I'm not sure. I mean, what does it break down? What does 20 grand break down at 500 quid a pigeon?
40
There you
pigeons.
go.
How many 500s in 20 grand? That's 40, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
40 pigeons, so it'll be around that 40 pigeon mark, won't it? Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
So he'll break it down and you'll get 10 grand the first prize, and then you get money the other prizes. Do you know what I mean? So
But you'd be wounded if a load come together and yours was a little bit slower at trap, wouldn't you? It's a bit like your one loft race. You'd be like, oh god.
oh yeah, it's break your heart, would it? Alan Williams, what happens to the birds after the race? Do they go back to their owners or get auctioned off, Lee?
Right. There
Okay.
you go.
So the top 50 go
Ace
to
Pigeon.
so the top 50 of the Ace Pigeon go to Northern Premier auction. From 51 downwards to say however many we've got, we auction them off of our Facebook page, or the owner has the opportunity to withdraw them from the auction and enter them into the yearling challenge.
Right.
If they go to auction or somebody else wants to buy that bird, they can also, once they've bought the bird in the auction, can then also enter it in to the yearling challenge if they want to. They buy the pigeon and then obviously it goes back to them.
Right.
Good explanation. Fair enough.
So Richard Goodyear, evening all. Lee, do you have a regimented health programme through the series? We've just gone into that, haven't we? Also, birds coming from 181 different lofts is always going to cause health problems. How do you deal with it? He's just gone into that, mate. So
yeah, it is regimented, but I'm a big believer if the birds don't need it, I don't think they should have it.
no.
I do try to treat, like I said last time I was on here, when racing with the club or the fed, because the birds are mixing with other birds on the lorry, I do canker for 2 days every time they come home from a race, along with a respiratory treatment. And yeah, apart from that, not really a lot. I've always got something here in the cupboard just in case it's needed.
Yeah.
But unless I think they need it or I see something that tells me they need it, they don't get it.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of working with Donald, isn't it? Because I bought young birds in again this year, and when I got them all together, I sent the droppings off to Donald, and he told me what was what, and I've not looked back all year. And then I did actually say to him, I said, how often should I send me droppings? He went, whenever, if anything goes wrong, he said, before you send your droppings, ring me.
Yeah. So
said
Yeah,
just
fantastic.
Donald's that type of person where he's not out just to make money.
Yeah.
If he thinks he can save you a few quid, then he will. As in, don't bother sending me your drop-ins because I think it's this.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
That's
yeah,
what he said. Don't you have to? Because I thought he was going to have to send him every 2 months. He went, no, and that's what made me really trust him when he said that. Do you know what I mean?
Racing is laboratory tested.
Well, I'll be honest. What vet would fly over from Ireland just to come and visit you?
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's been here. He spent the afternoon here, and
Yeah.
it was brilliant. He's a really top bloke.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, my birds haven't looked back since the start of the year. They've been perfect. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. So once you get them to a certain health standard,
Yeah.
just keep on top of things, just regular things. In my opinion, that's what I try to do anyway.
So Bobby Wicks, evening gang, question about Lee feeding on the floor. Do you find they're reluctant to eat in the basket if they're fed on the floor because they're not used to putting their heads into a hole to eat?
No, never had a problem with that.
No. But I suppose with your one loft race, there's no need to feed them in the basket, is there?
No, but I send to a lot of national races, and obviously they basketed on a Thursday, fed in the basket, released on a Saturday. I've never seemed to have had a problem. Pigeons, if they see food, doesn't matter where it is, they will go for it. So sticking their head through some bars in a basket, I don't see that being a problem at all.
Yeah. So Victoria, I'll get his name mixed up. Victoria Alledwald. Hi everyone. Could you give me the process of getting young birds over young bird sickness? One, Tom.
I don't think I'm actually expert on it because I've only ever had it twice, and I just whacked them straight on broad spectrum antibiotic, and that was it basically. I can't comment on it really because I'll be honest, I don't really get it. So maybe Lee could comment better on that.
The best way to stop the birds from getting it in the first place is the RP vaccine. Since I've been using the RP vaccine, especially with the one loft race birds, touch wood, I haven't had it.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be the first. Definitely.
What's the RP vaccine for some people?
So it's rotavirus and paramyxo. Apparently in Holland and Belgium they've been using it for years and they don't get young bird sickness at all. They've literally wiped it out.
Right.
There's a bloke in this country. Is it Bob Fennick? Is it really good flyer?
Yeah.
He swears by it. He's been using it for a while and he's don't get young bird sickness anymore.
Right.
And I've found the same, if I'm honest. And I've put a lot of people that come here, local, have started using it last year and this year, and they've said the same. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. And you got it this year, didn't you, Jamie? How did you deal with it, Jamie? Because I know you had it, didn't you?
I got a bit of moximicillin off Bobby, and it sorted him out.
Right.
So,
There's another one. They call it the new Baytril, which is the entraflaxin.
Yeah.
That's really good stuff. But it's not as hard on the pigeons as the old Baytril was. It doesn't take the guts out of them, so to speak. But entraflaxin.
Yeah, because there's a big myth in there. Well, not a myth. Everyone's frightened of the Baytril, aren't they? But I think that's abusing it. I think in the right for the right, a last resort sort of thing. I don't think there's anything better.
No, use it when you need it, and not every 2 weeks type thing.
Yeah.
So just let me read a few of these results out, or I won't have time to do them. Because we've been that enthralled with the one loft race.
Yeah, soon gone.
Hey?
Soon gone, on it.
Yeah. So, first one, Queen's Invitation, Worcester. 113 birds, no wind. Fancier, first, second, and third was Roskell and Williams, our very own Tom.
Yeah, good.
Then fourth, fifth, and sixth was C&C Mello. Seventh and eighth, Roskell and Williams again. Ninth, Mr. Saar, Reg Saar. And 10th was C&C Mello.
Very good.
Well done, Tom. Top the Fed as
Well
well,
done.
didn't you, son?
Yeah,
well
cheers for that. Yeah.
What bird was that with, Tom?
It was with a bird. Actually bought an old cock off at Andy Gregson. I don't know if you're Andy Gregson from
Yeah.
Preston Way.
Right.
He bought one of his when Andy packed in. He had like a clearance sale. We bought one of his old stock cocks. His old, it bred a lot of winners. And that was it was a grandson of the Raven. And I crossed them with the new. I bought the Luke Lavorts in. And I have two sisters, and they've bred. I think they've bred 4 Fed winners this year. Them sisters, with 2 different cocks. So it seems to have worked.
So Tamworth and District South Road Federation liberated at 10 o'clock from Bath. First and second was L. Rowland. Third, P. Hitches. Fourth, fifth, M. Yates and Son. Sixth and seventh, P. Hitches again. 8th and 9th, M. Yates. And 10th was P. Hitches again. Birds were liberated. I don't know who this is, so I'm just going to say it anyway. So, birds were liberated from Bath at RFC at 10:30. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8th, and 9th was Mr. M. Yates and Son.
Brilliant.
Very
Good
good.
flying.
And 10th was Mr.
Well done.
L. and R. Haywood. Same again. So this is Jimmy Dutton's club, obviously. So they was at Bath. 4 members sent the birds, and number 1, Jimmy Dutton. Number 2, Jimmy Dutton and Emre. Number 3, Jimmy Dutton and Emre. Number 4, Jimmy Dutton and Emre. Number 5, Jimmy Dutton and Emre. Number 6, Grace Dutton. That's his daughter. Who's really, she's doing really well, isn't she? And
she's fantastic.
7, 8, and 9 is Jimmy Dutton and Emre. And then 10th was J and G Dutton. So Birch Coppice Homing Society was flown from Bath. Taking first and second was I, Rowhead. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th was P. Hitches. 7th, 8th, Rowhead again. 8th, Rowhead again. And then 9, Elmere and South. So well done, everybody.
Fantastic.
Well done.
Yeah, so
just before you go, if you're looking for people to come on here, and especially talk about racing in October and everything, my Uncle Terry, he loves a camera. He's always on the camera, and he can yap as well when he's watching this. So
I think I've asked Terry.
Oh, well, he's useless then, isn't he? Yeah, are you talking about Terry Lee, me godfather, or Uncle Terry?
No, Terry
Luscombe?
Lee. I'm on about Terry Lee.
Oh, right. Well, my Uncle Terry Luscombe, he's happy to come on here. He's on today, and he'll tell you all about racing in October. And he can.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So
if you're
Lee, so your club races in October?
Yeah,
and they have fantastic returns.
yeah, brilliant. So, our first race, I think's probably the first weekend in October, and we'll probably have 700-800 birds on the lorry.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Just from the club.
The way forward.
Yeah, our club is certainly a forward-thinking club. They're always trying to do something to make things better. Always.
That's what I mean. That's
it's
what there's not a lot of.
as well.
There's not a lot of them clubs, is there?
No.
And that's the problem.
Yeah. You got to
'Cause
think
no
outside the
one
box,
will
I think.
change.
No.
Nobody wants to change. That's the big problem we're having, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, big. It's a big problem at the minute. People know what the problem is, and they see it happen year after year, but they won't change. But they still complain about it. It baffles me.
Yeah. The way I see it is, I know it's a bit different for us because we got the one loft race and we still got lots of birds to look after. But you can finish your old bird season. You can have a couple of months off with the family and the kids and go on holiday or whatever, or go beach in the summer when it's nice and sunny. Yeah. And then once the temperature starts to cool down, the weather gets a bit iffy. Yeah. You're back to your pigeons, then and, you know, you can train your young ones then.
That's fantastic. It's good all round that. It's like you've had problems with that, haven't you, James? Jamie's got a young family and that, and Jamie says all the time he misses out on going only with the boys. That'd suit you to the ground, Jamie, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, I missed last weekend, didn't I? You know what I mean? I took the lads away.
Yeah, it was like now it's the summer holidays for all the kids at school.
Yeah.
So instead of being up the road training or Saturday race day, you could be out with the kids and the family. Not that I do that. So
No, you don't. Hang on a minute.
I'm lucky. I've got Stacey.
Sometimes.
That's what I mean. That's what we've always gone on about on this show, in it, Tom and Jamie. That people are not willing to change, and the problem is that so many people get set in their own ways, and you've got to do it this way, you've got to do it this way, you can't do it that way. Whereas I said it all along. I think that's the problem. What can be wrong with the young bird racing, because the birds are not ready because you're not giving enough time.
Yeah.
There's one way to find out, and if your club's not willing to do it, just try training your birds on your own. I can guarantee you'll get them a lot further up the road, and you'll have a lot less losses.
Yeah.
That's how it started down here. There was a couple of fanciers that started training in October on their own, and they hardly lost a pigeon, which is why then the club decided to go racing in October.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's brilliant. It's a good idea.
Yeah, that's the way. That's
But
the way.
you've got years of, like I say, you've got years of experience of it. You've got proof, haven't you, that it works? Your club's done it for a couple of years, or
we've been doing it for about 3 or 4 years now, and the birds as yearlings and old birds are just as good. My Uncle Terry he only raced. So my Uncle Terry, he only trained 12 miles last year as young birds. And then they did the October racing up to about 120-ish miles. And those pigeons did the full channel program for him this year with the NFC.
Yeah.
And he timed from Tarbes. He had, I think it was 3 out of 4 from Tarbes, which was a really bad race as well. So it doesn't.
I've got a message here off Terry Luscombe, and he's saying, "Evening all. I've bred a team of late breds for the last 4 years, and they have raced well as yearlings, but you've got to train them well."
Yeah.
Right. There you go.
So you don't have to stop training. You can just keep going with late breds, can't you?
Yeah. I'll be honest with him. It doesn't matter what the weather is. He trains. So he's phoned me on days where it's absolutely misty and foggy, in November and stuff, and he's training his pigeons, and they get home.
Yeah.
And he lives right on the beach as well.
They get home, so it's not the weather that stops them.
No.
Yeah.
See, saying, if no snow, up they go.
Yeah.
Really? Don't care.
You're more like that with your birds. One lot of birds are completely different, but Lee's birds, he's just.
If you're racing 600 miles, there's no way you can dictate what the weather's going to be over that 600 miles. If it's going to be raining, if you're going to have fog, at some point they could meet any of it. So I'd rather them get used to it from a 20-mile training toss, so to speak, than I would from a 600-mile race.
Yeah.
So Darren Lynch, hiya lads, can you mention the charity night we have for the lads who had the fire? Yeah, there was in Cumbria up there, Lee. There was a lad got burnt out, didn't they?
Yeah.
They made a terrible. You should have seen his allotment before. It was beautiful, wasn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
And then somebody set fire to him, and so they're having a big charity night for him, and it's a charity night. I think it's called the Phoenix Out of the Flames, isn't it? Something like that. The charity night, lads. Isn't it? And it's on the 19th of September in Cleaton Moor Celtic Club, and the tickets are £10 each. So
it needs to be supported.
I've promised them some.
You can send us over a message with the information. We'll post it on the page for him.
Oh, fantastic!
There you go, Darren.
We've got a few beds in the loft from Cumbria as well.
Yeah, I've just ordered some boxing memorabilia for him to auction off as well. So,
right, yeah.
And the 2 pieces I've ordered are a bit special as well. So, I'm not. Right. Yeah, I'm not going to say what they are because it'll spoil it, but they'll be blown away when they see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's terrible, innit? You get burnt out. Like should have seen the pictures. All the birds dead, and it was awful, wasn't it?
Well, if you get him to contact us, we will put up one venture pigeon for next year's race, if that helps him out.
There you go.
They can all it off or something like that, whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
There you go. Fantastic.
Oh, thanks, Lee. There you go, Darren, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Give us a message and we'll sort it out.
Brilliant.
So, asking for a friend, Andy Gibbs, what is the one product you wouldn't be without in your loft? Go on, Jay.
Probably just a multivitamin.
Yeah.
Unless we go all antibiotics, but I don't know. It's hard just off one product, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to just use one thing, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, vitamins and stuff, that's just standard. You've got to have that, no doubt. For me, I think it would be canker treatment.
Yeah.
That's normally, if you keep that down, it's normally everything's all right, isn't it? That's the base. That's the start of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mine would be Lee.
Hey?
Mine would be Lee.
Hear that? Stacey said she'd have Lee. She'd just have Lee at the loft all the time. The Racing Pigeon says, lads, what a great clean loft. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Ian Platt said the birds are calm. It shows you put the time and the effort in. John Sheehan, I'm new to pigeon racing, but this is the only one loft race I would consider.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It does mean a lot when people are saying things like that.
It does.
Yeah.
Well, we actually have a syndicate. There's us three and another couple of lads. We have a syndicate with yourselves. We've sent 10 this year. We'll be keeping it. We'll be keeping updates on here how they're going.
I sent 2 of my own as well without telling you.
Yeah, sneaky. Yeah.
Jamie sent some as well without telling you, Tom.
Was
he knows.
Yeah.
I've asked Tom to put him on his benzene and keep it.
Jamie sent some without telling you, Tom. You know what he said? Let's send some on our own and don't tell Tom.
You keep sending them, you put them on.
Yeah, what I like about the benzene though, Lee, is what I've done is you probably know yourself. On my benzene, I've gone onto your one loft race and I've put them all as my pigeons. So the second they clock in your loft, it sends me a message like I've got one of my own in the loft.
Yeah.
No, you didn't
Instantly.
do that. We did.
He did it, didn't you?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
I'm the same. My 4 pigeons, the 2 in the syndicate and my own. Every now and again, boom, they prop up. Loft Line.
It's brilliant. It's fantastic.
I just need to go toilet. Hang on.
Okay.
All right, mate.
So when all the birds arrive, we have a clocking system that we use. It's quite complicated, but it works really well for like you guys. So as each pigeon comes in, every ring number gets put in. We put in like a rough idea of whether they're a cock or a hen and their colour, and we register them to you guys. So as long as we've got like an email or a phone number or whatever like that, it obviously all registers with you guys then, and then it just gives you the notifications.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Only just said it comes up, doesn't it?
Lee's just said it only works if you've got like, the benzene technology.
Yeah.
So
it is very good.
So Jamie's don't work.
Jamie.
Because he won't get it. How did you go on? Did you lose any today, Jay?
2.
Oh, you got rid of your shit then.
That's good.
Remember when I lost my 6, he put a comment on. He put, yeah, you've got rid of your shit now.
I didn't put that. I just said everyone loses the
Done
first
me
year
heading.
in Duffers.
Hey, Lee, done me heading, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we've all got crap. We've got to lose. Everybody.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if they're bred off the best pair of pigeons in the world. Sometimes they feel fun.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not all good.
But if they're not given I think if they're not given a fair chance at the race point, it's not.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think every one of my pigeons are very special.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah, like me.
So at the moment, our club, our first race, old birds, young birds, whatever it may be, is Kingsdown. The amount of bad races we've had from Kingsdown is unbelievable. So I'll never send the Kings down again. But I think we got a meeting next week to possibly discuss. Well, I'll certainly bring it up, moving that race point, because every time we go to Kingsdown, it's a bad race.
Well, it's the same as what we said before, Lee, innit? Doing the same thing over and over again, and people keep doing it.
So I went to the AGM last year, and I know somebody that does a lot of shooting around that area, and he actually speaks to the farmer who owns the Kingsdown lib site, and he said, I don't know why people liberate here, because every time they liberate, the peregrines go straight into them every single time. And you know, even though I told them that down the club, it was still, oh no, well, that's where we're going. So I won't send them.
No.
Well, Lee, and I'm going to call you Lisa then. Lee and Stacey, thank you very, very much for joining us on the show tonight. It's been brilliant, and it's
we enjoy it. Yeah, we enjoy it.
It's been really informative, and obviously, when the racing starts, we'll get you on again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And thanks for everybody that's got involved. I'm sorry I've not read all your comments out, but I try to read as many as I can. Do you know what I mean? So, thanks everybody, and thanks Jamie, and thanks Tom, and honest to God, thank you very much, and for giving us that walkthrough. That was belting.
Yeah, anytime. Like we say, we've got nothing to hide here. We're open as possibly can be. Maybe a week before the first race, once the birds have had a bit of training, we can do it again or something.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks very much.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
See you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Cheers.